people have gotten rich buying the dip at the right time. Buying stocks when they are low is an opportunity to triple your money. So listen and learn how the stock game is played. Let's get wealthy. In a previous video, I explained the reason why stocks dip. But now I'm going to talk about an example of a stock dipping. This is not an actual example. This is just something that I can show you visually of how a stock can dip. So, say some good news came out. The company beat its earnings and the stock shoots up to 20 bucks. The stock jumps all the way from, say, from $10 all the way to 20. So this is when the FOMO comes in, the fear of missing out. People want to buy until the price rises all the way up. Let's put, say it was at 10 bucks. FOMO kicks in and the price shoots up to 20 bucks. This is not the time to buy. You definitely do not buy at 20 bucks. Because this is probably a 52-week high, a peak. The price has never got this high before. So this is not the true value of the stock. $20 is not the true value of this fake stock that I'm talking about. This could be any stock. So once people realize that and the FOMO goes away and investors that bet against the stock start shorting the stock, the price is going to drop. $17.50. Okay, that's still not the true price. The price may go up a little bit. And this is a dip. This is the first dip. That's not saying it's not gonna dip anymore. It hasn't hit the bottom yet because, hey, the 52-week on this low on this particular stock is $3.75. So it could possibly go all the way down to $3.75. So, people start buying again and then they start shorting it heavy and it drops to 8 bucks. 8 bucks is not the dip. You're like, man, this is a great time to buy. This is a great time to buy. You're gonna, spend, say if you got $5,000 and you put $4,000 at $8, you're gonna be messed up because the stock can dip all the way to $4.25. This is just an example of what can happen. So you say you spent 90% of the money that you had to invest at 8 bucks. And you thought you bought the dip and it drops down to $4.25 almost. So you lose 50%. You'll lose 50%. The rich did not build wealth buying stocks. When they peaked, they built empires buying undervalued stocks for cheap. They mastered the game. You don't want to do that. So when starting out investing, you have to be patient. You can't just buy on impulse. You can't just click the button and say, oh, I'm gonna buy. You have to be patient. You have to realize when the bottom is in, when the final dip has occurred. When the bottom is in. The bottom could be in around $4.25 or lower. It can go down in the threes. But this is a more comfortable place to be. Buying. This is the buy zone. This is a more comfortable place to be than to buy at 20, than to buy at $17.50, than to buy at 8. You want to buy $4.25 or lower, so you can have room for growth. You can go back up, possibly go back up to 20. Now we're not talking about, resistance, support. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole other thing you gotta learn. But if you just follow the basic, when you first start out, buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Start looking at your charts. Look at your 52-week highs and lows. Even if you got to go back 3 months, a year, 2 years, you can kind of see a trend of where the stock is going to go. Whether it's going to continue to go up, or whether it's possibly going to shoot back down. But most of the time, pump and dumps, when stocks get pumped, they shoot all the way up, and that's not the true value of the stock. You don't want to buy there. You want to buy an actual value of a stock through trend analysis, through past trends. You don't FOMO buy. You don't jump into a stock just because it's going up and everybody's buying. That is not a buy zone. That's not a buying opportunity. Yeah, if you're a day trader, fine, do that. But investors, people who are trying to make money and actually be profitable, you do not buy at the top. You buy down here, $4.25, $4.25. But that concludes the message that I'm trying to tell you guys today. So if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel. More to come.